Hey guys, what's going on? Claykeysult back with you again for another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius banner review, this time reviewing the Final Fantasy VI banner coming at you guys tomorrow. Like normally, we're going to go over each character, each unit individually, going over their TMs, their stats, how many stars they go up to, possible future stars they may go up to in the Japanese version. But remember, this is for the global version, that's how I'll rank these units. So hopefully this will give you guys all the information you need to know if you should summon or not summon tomorrow when it comes out. So let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start off talking about Locke, the Final Fantasy VI, debonair, the guy that gets in there, steals the thief. I guess he says his job here is adventurer, but he can go up to a 5-star. I'll tell you right now that this unit isn't somebody you want on your team forever. He's normally just there for a specific reason. It's because one of Locke's abilities, we'll go ahead and scroll down because this is the biggest talking point about Locke, is he has the ability Treasure Hunter, which is increases drop rates of treasures by 50%, meaning that sometimes he'll proc and you'll get double treasures from a monster. So something you're maybe farming like dragon scales, for instance. I know a lot of you guys are out there looking for dragon scales for your HP 15%. He can proc and give you double dragon scales off a monster drop, things like that. Another thing good about Locke, he's a great stealing unit, being an adventurer or a thief. So you can use him for your stealing that you may need. But as a character himself, it's not the best. He's not a unit you're actually going to put on your team to push content. He does go up to 5-star, which is cool. And let's talk about his TM for a minute. It's called Rising Sun. It's a throwing weapon with attack 107. Additional effect gives the person Bird Killer. This weapon is definitely used for any of you guys who have Cloud of Darkness out there. That's why this TM is really good. You want to put it on Cloud of Darkness, the best weapon in the game right now for Cloud of Darkness. And so that makes this TM quite valuable to people out there who is running COD in their main teams. But go ahead, going back and reviewing Locke overall again, you're going to be happy when you see him because he does have some use outside of his TM. He does have some use. He has some like special use, for hunting those materials you may need for certain recipes, awakening materials, things like that. So that's all I'm going to cover on Locke right now. I'd say he's about a mid-tier unit, so you wouldn't be too upset when you see him because of all his utility. Next, we're going to cover Celes, the Rune Knight. She can go up to 5-star. Her Trust Mastery is Minerva Bustier. It's a armor that can only be used for female characters. It gives fire resistance, ice resistance, lightning resistance, wind resistance 30%, defense 47%, and SPR 45%. SPR giving you healing factor and magic resist. This TM is pretty good. Specifically for certain units, obviously female units. COD, again, we're rearing our head back to Cloud of Darkness. This goes great on Cloud of Darkness, makes her super immune to all the elements, makes Cloud of Darkness a tanky fiend, so that's pretty much what you'd be able to get it on. So her TM's kind of like, it's about middle tier, I'd say, because it's so, the use is so limited that it's about middle tier. So you'll be farming this if you have a COD. If you don't, you're probably going to skip over it for now. Talking about the unit as a whole, I'd say a middle tier support magic damage units. She has abilities such as Magic Break, she has a break which is gonna break the enemy down. She does get Focus, which is an amazing boost. It increases magic and spirit by 40% for all of your allies. If you guys didn't know about Focus, I think Van is another unit that has Focus. Pretty good ability. She gets Shell, Protect, Faith, a couple of Blizzard spells. She does get Cure, which is okay. But overall, this unit is kind of like, I'd say it's almost even below Locke in a way on this banner because Locke has all these other utilities that every team can use, whereas Celes is more of a, if you don't have a great support, you pull this unit, she's pretty good. She'll do a little bit of damage for you as well. The Focus and the Break are pretty nice on her, but her team is very limited, just like Locke. However, Locke busts out there with being able to come to your team for farming and stealing. So I'd say Celes is like an average to a lower tier unit with a TM that's too narrow to really worry about too much unless you have Cloud of Darkness. And that's all I have to say about her. Now we're hitting up the badass Leo from Final Fantasy VI, the general job, more of like a tank support with a little bit of attack physical damage. Leo is about the 2nd ranked tank right now in global, and I'm talking about right now. Leo, for example, does not get a 6-star in the future, so he's just good for right now until we see Cecil, Warrior of Light, get their 6 stars, with Amaranth being above him in the tank category. However, Leo is more of an attacking tank, so he's gonna do more damage for you. So if you're looking to be more of a threat on the offense instead of on the defense, and which is pretty much what you want right now in global, because nothing really requires a tank, and everything can be done pretty easily right now, you're gonna want to go with Leo. Let's look at his Trust Mastery, his Aegis Shield. And this is the best shield you can get in the game right now. It's a heavy shield, so only people who can use heavy armor can use it, type armor. Stats are 53 defense and 25 SPR, meaning that, again, SPR being magic resist and healing factor, and you will not be able to be petrified. So bosses who like to petrify, this is a great shield to put on one of your units. Again, I'd rate this a little bit above the last was Celes. The last TM was Celes because a lot of people can use this shield on your team, perhaps. It's not as narrow as a thing that you can use. So I would say Aegis Shield is definitely a TM you'll be wanting to farm. On average, you'll be wanting to get it. Now let's go look at some of his abilities, things like that. He gets Power Break, Armor Break, sadly not Full Break, Blade Bash, which is okay. It's not the best, but it's alright. He gets Brace, which is going to increase his own defense for 20% for 3 turns. He gets Blade Blitz, which is like not even close to being as powerful as Barrage, but you know, it's still something he gets for a little bit of AoE damage. He also gets Draw Attack, which gets him the likeliness of being targeted, so that will bring in his tankiness. He'll be able to pull the enemy to him and save the rest of your squishy units, perhaps, in a fight where you'll need that. Going on down, you know, he goes up to a 5-star, but again, guys, I'm gonna say that he doesn't get a 6-star, and it doesn't look likely that he'll get a 6 stars. He's not a main character in quotation marks Final Fantasy VI. There are a lot of main characters there, I guess, Terra being number 1. But if you guys get this dude, he looks awesome, he's cool, he has an okay trust mastery, kind of a little bit better than okay, and overall, I would say it's awesome to have him. He's a physical attack unit that is also tanky, so be happy if you pull Leo. Alright guys, if you already know from my past review videos, I always leave like the best character I think for last to talk about, and this time we're going to be talking about Terra. In my opinion, the main character of Final Fantasy VI. I know a lot of people say there are a lot of main characters, but I'm going to say Terra is the main character. Also, she got a 6-star recently in the Japanese version, so that's going to give her a major boost when it comes to, you know, going future-proof, being a future-proof unit. Her 6-star is pretty decent. It's pretty nice. She also has one of the best TMs in the game, gaining Ultima, which right now is the best magic unit in the magic ability in the game, I do believe. Magic damage 2.8 times, and it ignores magic resist SPR by 25% to all enemies. It has a huge MP cost with it being 60, but still, damn, it's good, guys. This is something you're definitely going to want to farm. It's going to be on the top tier list here to get Ultima as being one of the best magic abilities in the game. But let's go back and look at Terra. Terra right now, this unit is going to be a magic dealer and also do a little bit of healing. She gets Raise, but right now in global, sadly, Tela is the better option to Terra if you're going to have a unit like this on your team. But again, guys, if you pull Terra, you're going to be awesome. You're going to be ecstatic about her TM, and you're going to be ecstatic because she is getting a 6-star. So, like, even if you don't use her and you just get her TM, eventually she might come off your unit shelf there. Let's go ahead and scroll down here. She gets Guardian Mog, which is an amazing ability in my opinion for farming. It removes all status effects after battle, so you don't have to worry about the lingering, you know, blindness, things like that, poison affecting you, and you having to get rid of it on your own. At the end of the battle, Guardian Mog is going to clear it off for you. She gets abilities, a lot of fire abilities. She gets Poison to get rid of poison in the middle of battle. She gets a cure, which is okay. She gets Graviga, if I'm saying that right. She gets that, which HP damage, 75% to all enemies. Pretty good for farming, pretty good for knocking out those massive waves of junk enemies, trash mobs. And she gets Raise, which is awesome. However, again, like I said, Tela also gets a lot of these abilities, whereas Tela also gets all of the elements instead of just the fire elements. And he doesn't get Graviga though, but he's a little bit stronger right now. So when you pull Terra, you're gonna be pretty happy. I think you should be pretty happy about it. I would be pumped. I mean, first off, she looks like a badass. I'm sure a lot of you guys really enjoy Terra from the video game, Final Fantasy VI, and she's getting a 6-star. Plus, the TM is amazing. It's one of the best ones in the game right now. Best magic ability. So if you pull Terra, get pumped. She's gonna have some good future proofing, and it's gonna be awesome for you. Alright guys, I hope you really enjoyed this review. It's kind of quick. I just got done with a really heavy stream or whatever, full-on stream, hype stream, and I'm trying to get this out to you guys as soon as possible. I do want to apologize again for my YouTube videos not coming out as frequently as you may enjoy, having some stuff on the side and things like that happening, plus the WoW expansion's getting to me. I know, most of you guys are like, wow, but this banner is definitely a banner I would pull for if you're looking for these units. It is a cool banner. It's definitely a good banner, way better than the other banner. These are only 4 units and all of their TMs are good. So it's more of like a TM banner besides Leo and Terra, really. Also on top of that, a 250 every day, you know, the half price summon banner. That's pretty much what I'd call this. You want to be pulling this with your 250 summon, and you would always be happy if you were to pull one of these units. So again, guys, if this video helped you, give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe for future content, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. writes is that you're going to want to be spending lapis to make lapis. Essentially in this game, lapis or summons. That's the most important thing you want to spend your lapis on. So you want to go up here into the bundles, and I've already purchased it, but you guys definitely want to get yourselves a rare premium Moogle cake bundle, which is going to cost you 900 lapis. And we look at the details, it's going to give you the rare premium